Started here right now. We do have Scott Parkinson here joining us.
Recording in progress.
If you have a question, please raise your hand.
What's going on, everyone?
All right, Susie, you can go ahead first.
Hey Scott, good afternoon.
Hey Susie, how you doing?
Doing well, thank you. How about you?
Doing all right. Missing me partner in
Good.
crime, but she's
Um,
getting better.
yeah, hopefully she's doing well.
Yeah.
I wanted to ask, Louisville's a side that has some familiar faces for you personally, from Bethany Balcer, but also to their head coach and Bev, and just wondering, for what you know about her as a coach and the style like that she likes to play, and also just what it's like for you to see her step into that role.
Yeah, I think with Bev first, honestly, it's the most proudest thing I've ever seen her on the sideline, and Louisville do a good job with their snippets and audio of team talks after games and stuff like that. So she's probably the nicest, calmest, softest human being I've ever met. Um, but she's also a winner, and she's got this winner in her that is coming out and shining through with this club and with this team, which is just amazing to see. Um, I love her to bits. She's honestly one of the most special people in my life, and then how she likes to play the game. She likes to keep the ball. Um, she likes rotations and fun soccer, and we're definitely seeing that out of Louisville. Um, she also, I think, playing for Laura and Blackgo, took a lot of pride as a player in defending. Um, so as a team, really organised, really scrappy. Um, every time we play them, Louisville, it's tight with the rain, and now with Bev at the helm, I think it'll be just as challenging and just as tight. But I can't say enough about Bev. She's the greatest human I've ever met. And then Balsa, yeah, going to be a strange one tomorrow. Seeing it in that lilac or whatever their colour is, lavender. Um, yeah, you know, she's a bit of a club legend here, a bit of a cult hero. We miss her and we will miss her every day. But I suppose this is professional sports and people move on from time to time. So we wish her nothing but the best. I saw her and her dog today, Frisco. So it was nice to see them before training. And yeah, we know what Boats does. She scores goals. She runs into the right area at the right time. So we're going to have to be really careful and keep our eye on her at all times and try and stop the service. So yeah, I love them both to bits, but we're going to do everything we can to give them a hard night.
Thanks, Susie. Steve, you want to go ahead?
Thanks for talking with us today. I wanted to ask, last week the team peppered North Carolina with a lot of shots, but ended up advantage only get the one goal very late in the game. Obviously, talk about kind of what you think the team needs to do to kind of make snap that and get over that slump to get more goals for the net and kind of build on the fact that you're getting those.
Yeah, I think honestly, I think the biggest thing as teams and coaches is creating them key and quality opportunities. If we weren't creating them, I think we'd be, going back to the drawing board every week. But I think what it showed against Carolina was some great football, some players in the right spots that they knew that they needed to be, and they created amazing chances. I think Casey Murphy stood on her head until the final moment. But maybe we got what we deserved and we got that little bit of luck off Emery's header. But Casey was unbelievable, and I think on another day you probably get 2 or 3 of them going in. And tomorrow will be no different. We know it'll be a tight game, and someone's going to have to step up and finish some of our better football, and we think that we'll put a team out there tomorrow that can do that.
Thanks, Steve. Susie?
I was just going to ask, as a little bit of a follow-up, just how is the overall health of the squad after last week's match?
Yeah, a little banged up, but I think the injury report will come out a little bit later. Lou's been back in full training now, so that's great. So is available for tomorrow. And I think outside of Ryan Brown
And then,
and Olo, we have a full team to pick from tomorrow.
Emery and Jordan.
Oh, and Emery and Jordan are away with the U20s. So yeah, it's a tough old league, and travelling all over the place in different time zones, and playing on turf, and then getting up the next day and giving it a go. These players are warriors. So yeah, we've got a good selection to pick from tomorrow, and yeah, we're excited to see them out there.
Just one quick follow-up from me. Obviously we got to see what the new additions look like on the field last weekend, but just how's like the dynamic of training shifted, and what's just been the overall vibe of how these new additions have settled into the squad?
Well, they've settled in great, and I think the Rain is famous for having an environment that's crazy accepting. So I know just seeing them, seeing their little friendships already, and who people have coffee with and breakfast in the morning's been really cute to see. But you know, Jay's a warrior. She brings that kind of never say die, 100% commitment, runs herself into the ground every day type of vibe, which is great. What team doesn't want that? Anna brings like that professional, been there, done it, 2 Champions Leagues, kind of just calm, collective, understands the game, understands the tactics, helps other people, talks a lot, speaks up in meetings, which is great. Coco, funny, quiet but funny, really unpredictable, which is great. I think you've seen that against Carolina. The ball comes into Coco, and only Coco knows what Coco's going to do. And again, that's just so great to have around in training, in games, seeing some flair, and some different ideas to break teams down. And then all the kids are just absolute angels. Like, I mean, honestly, they're absolute angels, all of them. JB and Ainsley, just proper little footballers, so talented. What a move by the club by signing all 3 of them. I think they have the potential to be, you know, national team players and reign greats. So yeah, they're just cute, kind, and then they get out on the field and it's like they've been doing it for 40 years, and you know, they're all 18 years old or 17, Ainsley. So yeah, it just brings a different dynamic, fresh blood, new faces, new vibe, new friendship. So it's livened it up, which has been great.
Thanks, Susie. Any other questions? I do have a question submitted from Jeff from Pros International. He did ask how important grabbing those 3 points were for team morale, or its equivalent as the team works to climb the table coming out of the international break.
Yeah, good question. Yeah, it was massive. You know, you don't have to be a mathematician or the statistician to figure out that we've got some work to do to finish the year how we want to finish it. And Carolina's a tricky opponent. They pop it. They have talent all over the field, as well as a coach team, I think, in the NWSL. Sean does a really good job. So not only to win, which was big, but to dominate was just incredible. So the vibe's been good all week. Obviously, Laura's illness probably knocked a little bit of the wind out of everyone. But thankfully, she's out of hospital and back home today. So fighting fit, or on the road to. So yeah, you know, winning's infectious. Winning makes you believe. Winning gives you confidence. When you're committing to a pass or a run or some movement, when you have that little bit of belief, everything just looks a little crisper and a little more clear. So yeah, and they've earned that right to feel confident going into tomorrow.
All right, any other questions for Scott?
Ryan, I just wanted to flag that Charles, it's loud where he's at, so he put a question in the chat.
Oh, I didn't see that. Sorry, Charles. Let me see. Yeah, he said, Scott, apologies, typed this out. It's loud where I'm at. But how satisfied have you been with the training sessions that the team has had in the days leading into this match, considering the new faces involved with the club?
Yeah, I think pleased. I think the environment here is honestly, it's so tactical and football related. There's nothing really goes to waste. We don't just come out and pass balls around and have like kind of off days. There's always a purpose, and the players always want a purpose. They want to feel like they're getting better at something. And I think with all the new players around, it's kind of going over principles or old things just to get them on board with kind of who we want to be and how we want to be as a team. So again, lots of information, lots of meetings, lots of conversations and chats, but honestly, they've been absolutely brilliant, and yeah, the sessions are always good.
All right, thanks, Charles. Any other questions? Great, thanks everyone. Thanks, Scott.
Thanks, guys. Bye.